to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Patana, baby, and I said, Tajakuwa my lady someday, or not today. Naku celebrate, singing a love song. Where when I'm in me, hapa na sasa, anakivuli cha mwezi. Kitazama the stars, wewe na mimi hapa na sasa, ana kivuli cha mwezi, tukitazama the stars, baby, akiwa baby, sikutani baby. Tabia za furahishana, ukikumbuka hiyo yake sura, huwa unakosa subira. Ukijiuliza lini tena utamwona, si nimeelewa, nimejua. Ukishapendaga hakuna kuchoka, ukishapendaga hakuna mipaka, si nimeelewa. Ukishapendaga hakuna mipaka, no, no, baby, baby, sikutani baby, no, no, akiwa message your love, niki massage your heart, nakupenda juu umekuwa nami through thick and thin, sasa nina everything, you and me. See, kwa Mola nilini down on one knee, nikakubisha ring, si siri baby, si siri baby.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Caroline Murote, and welcome to Sheversations right here on Power Radio. And these are conversations that are aimed at amplifying the female voice. You are either watching me on YouTube, our stream, or you are watching us on our website, Power Radio. Welcome. Let me know where you're listening from. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what's happening. How was your weekend? The weather is okay. It's rained a little bit. Those of you that have been praying for rain, meipata. Sasa mnaweza ambia Mungu aache. It's enough. It's enough because, guys, let me tell you, I feel like personally, I'm not a farmer, so I might sound very ignorant right now, right? But for my own personal convenience, nisifikange job na viatu zenye zimekanyanga matope. Like, you guys, you can just, it's enough now. Si mmetosheka, it's rained, your crops will grow a little bit. Alafu kunyesha for another 2 days next week. Alafu mnaweza negotiate, because when I read my Bible, niliona pale kwa Elijah, he negotiated for rain. He would tell God when it should stop and when it should start again. Sindio, God had said it wouldn't rain for seven years. And then Elijah was like, okay, sir, situonge. Now akaongea, and then he prayed for rain, and then he told the people it's gonna rain. And it actually rained. So labda mnaweza ambia God, it should be raining from the hours of midnight until 4 a.m. Ndio by the time sisi wengine tunatoka manyumba pale 5, 6, it's not, we're not slipping and sliding in the mud. Ama mnaonaje? So it would be beautiful if we could actually schedule the rain so that, if it actually does need to rain, and it does, for the sake of crops to grow, for the, we want nature to flourish. I just want it to not rain when I'm going about my business. Is that too much to ask for? Like, I know you guys feel me. But anyways, in the same nini of feeling me, Kwame Rigi was saying Aki Wewe, and right before that Ndwati was like Aki, because kwa hiyo wimbo alikuwa anafanya tabia mbaya, and he's like Aki sa alikuwa na blame nani. Like, there's a whole story. So if you want to go listen to that, please support Ndwati, support Kwame Rigi, and there are so many beautiful artists on the lineup for today on Sheversations. Let me know where you are listening from, where you're watching from. Let me know what you think about the show. What kind of conversations do you want us to be having? And how have you been tangu last week? It is September inakuanga na siku ngapi? Is it the 31st? No, this is officially the last day of September, and it is on a Monday. It is the beginning of the week, which means that you actually, kama Monday imekushinda, like imekwama, you have tomorrow, which is the 1st of October, and we have officially finished 3 quarters. It is over. It is done. It is kaput. Like, if you've done nothing with your life, just forget. Now I give you permission to give up. Now you can go sleep in your bed, become depressed. It's too late now. Because I said, guys, I gave you a chance to start the year over in August. We've tried again in September. Now you want to start again in October? Quite serious. Anyways, for those of you that have been serious with your year, for those of you that are gonna be gliding into October with vibes and inshallah, because umekuwa mejipanga financially, life goals, sijui mapenzi, labda you made babies in February, mi sijui. By now they should be, wait, let's count. If you made a baby in February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, oh my God, congratulations. Because if you made Valentine's babies, now you are gonna get to enjoy the fruit of your labor, literally the fruit of your womb. And if those children were unwanted, please love them. It's too late. I'm waiting to a mimba at 9 months, and in my opinion, like, I'm mnatoa mimba at all. Do you know? I know that's controversial, but I said what I said. Please let the babies leave. Let them leave. Happy babies to all of you that were doing the donkey in February. And I hope that you guys will really enjoy the next 18 years of your lives, where it will no longer belong to yourselves. If you're trying again for the second time, the third time, you already have 2 others that came screaming before, then you have chosen your struggles. There's no way you're having a third baby and it was unplanned and you didn't want them, because you already know how it goes. Like, where's this MIT? Oh, I wasn't expecting. It's fine. That's your child. You chose to do the donkey. And now you're going to be okay for the next 18 years. Enjoy not having your life to yourselves. And for those of us that are yet to have babies, are not planning to have them, not even participating in baby making activities, we can continue counting coins for rent, to buy mashambas, maguta, and other such things. Whatever it is that you're planning for, December is coming around, okay? I haven't finished screaming at people who are putting up Christmas lights because in November, I understand. Stop it. Stop putting up Christmas posts. Stop putting up Christmas lights. Stop putting up Christmas trees. You're intimidating people who are still depressed about how their year has gone. And now you're literally screaming that it's over. Like, I get it, you're excited. For the rest of us, please, can we start saving money now so that in January we're not eating cabbage? Like, just open. Take it from me. Ukiulizwa ni nani, if you're married, you're in a relationship, you guys share finances, or you share finances with your siblings, with your parents, with whoever it is that you're sharing bank accounts with, you do your finances together. Tell them ni mimi nimesema. Caroline Murote amesema open a separate account right now. Sijui Mshwari, lock savings account, ama in your bank, if one that the other person cannot access, and write December money. Ama write January, the one that you need more. Because every year, are we going to cry every single year? Hatuna pesa ya chakula. Are we shocked? It's 12 months and then we do it again. How many years have you been alive? Can you please do better? On that note, we're gonna hear from Ndwati saying Amua Leo, because that's exactly what you should be doing.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Wanaonisema vibaya watabaki midomo wazi. Ninatetewa na Bwana, siwezi feli akiwa wakili. Always watching me in my sleeping, in my dreaming, and in my waking. You surround me on every side. You're behind me and before me.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
And those were the angelic voices of Wapendo Muziki saying Anani Pamba. Right before that, Mmeambiwa Mwamwe Leo by Ndwati. That's what we've said. Please save money for December and January. Usiseme ati, whatever it is that you've been saying for the past how many years since you've been earning money, since you've been receiving money. We are doing better. 2024, if you didn't start well, you haven't done well, at least finish well. Amweleo. Right? What's happening? What's going on today? What's going on today is that the government, hii serikali bado inatucheza. Mmesikia kuhusu SHA? Have you heard SHIF? Which is the replacement for NHIF. So actually SHIF, which people think is a replacement for NHIF, is actually under SHA. So the system includes so many different systems. And in case you're not concerned, let me just give you a little bit of information about the ridiculousness that's going on there. Mnakumbuka Mama Linda Mama, the program that was taking care of antenatal and deliveries, postnatal care services for women, you know, who are with child, taking care of their babies before, during, and after the birth. Right. So normally, the government hospitals were reimbursed between 2,500 and 5,000 for normal deliveries, while private and faith-based facilities received 3,500 and 17,000. Guess what? Right now, nobody is receiving anything, but now you will have to pay either 10,000 or 30,000. For normal delivery, it's 10K. For C-section, it's 30,000. So what does this mean? In English, it means no more assistance during birth. You're just gonna have to go pop out your baby and pop out all of that money. How dare you become pregnant? How dare you want to multiply and be fruitful? The government says no, you must pay for being with child already. Okay, beautiful. Let's see what else is going on there. I saw something interesting about kidneys, dialysis. Okay. So before that, NHIF, I can't read, normally covered hemodialysis. That's part of the dialysis, part of the treatment that's given to people with kidney disease. So for advanced kidney failure, this hemodialysis was given with a limit of 2 sessions per week, which for a lot of people, more or less, would save their life, as much as some people might need 3 to 5 sessions per week. But 2 was good. Right. So right now, wanapewa injections, and then what they have to pay is, instead of paying 76,000 for these injections, now they're going to be 85,200. Wow. I don't even understand this hesabu. All I know is that it's a scam. That's how much I don't trust the government. Anyways, you can find this article on The Standard. Go read it for yourself and let me know what's going on there. What's going on with this new healthcare system that is going to go out of our pockets. And I just want to know, by a show of hand, and I know we can't see each other, by a show of hand, how many of us, how many of you have actually ever enjoyed their NHIF coverage? And you're not the child of a government worker. I know if it worked for you, okay? But just, you don't have a relative who's a doctor who knows how to utilize the systems and make them work to your favor. You don't have a grandfather, an uncle, a cousin who's in government or in any close proximity to public office or the health department. Raise your hand if you've actually successfully, multiple times, every time you needed, and you were supposed to be able to use it. How many times have you actually been able to benefit from NHIF? So now, what reason do we have to trust this new system, which, according to a lot of people who have been reviewing it, I haven't, because this stuff, quite frankly, depresses me. But we're going to have sit-down conversations when I get your feedback. It's not helping anybody. It's not helping anybody. And if you're a taxpayer, you're going to have more taxes taken out of your pocket. So that is what our government is doing for us today. When we get good news, we are going to share the good news. But if there's no good news, we're just going to share the news which is there. So, haters will hate and truth tellers will tell the truth. And now we are telling the truth. Speaking of our government and hating truth tellers, hating whistleblowers, hating people that hold the government accountable, wameamua sasa they are going to mwagia Jimmy Wanjigi's yard damu. What, like rituals? Is this a Nigerian movie? Please, if you're related to somebody in government who has their name somewhere in a government department, an MP, a senator, a governor, the president, the deputy president, office of the first daughter, Woye Charlene Ruto, anyone, why are you guys doing this? Because allegedly, it is the government. We have to say allegedly, but we know what we know, right? I said it, allegedly. Allegedly, this is the government doing this. Allegedly. But what did they do? Is that on Saturday night, these guys were caught on camera. Also, they were eyewitnesses. So this is what happened, right? Masked men came off of a vehicle. They stopped near the gate of Jimmy Wanjigi's residence in Muthaiga. They got out of the pickup. They carried a basin containing about 10 liters of blood. I'm scared, Ibu. Are you not ashamed of yourselves? Honestly. And then they poured the blood at the gate. And the who saw them? The eyewitnesses are the guards. The guards were peeping through a hole. Like, you're even keeping people's guards, like, because what would you do, honestly, as an African, and masked men jump out of a pickup with basins of blood, 10 liters? How many animals died? Like, Yani, you killed a cow, a goat, how many chickens to get 10 liters? Mlienda slaughterhouse. Indio. Like, how creative do you have to be to sit down and be like, yeah, we're going to use blood. And by the time this person is being sent to get 10 liters of blood, by the time you are getting off a pickup with a basin of 10 liters of blood to pour it outside somebody's gate in Muthaiga, guys. Si Kayole. Sijasema watu wa Kayole mwagiliwe damu. No. But like, imagine if you know what those streets look like. You know what those lawns look like. Muthaiga. What is the reason? That is actually disgusting. It's so low. And the fact that it's normal to hear, oh, people were killed and thrown in the river. People were chopped up into pieces and wrapped in plastic bags and dumped in dumping sites. I am actually disgusted. And then this is just one of these things that become normal. Can we denormalize these horrific things that are being done to intimidate people who fight against the government legally and with truth, who hold the government or government personalities accountable? As the media, it is our job to be watchdogs. And that's what's happening between our lawmakers and businessmen in this country, is that this is not just some random men and some rich guy. No, this is actually what's happening to citizens. This is what the government is doing to citizens, allegedly. Wow. Honestly, I wish them all the best because as we saw last month with the raid that they have, and we talked about it last week, hawajarudishia their Rolexes and the earrings and the shines, the bling blings. Those men that took those things, kwani hawana. Like, if you guys are so powerful, so you at least buy your own jewelry. Honestly, it's very shameful to be stealing necklaces off of small girls when you have bigger things to take care. Like, fix our roads, potholes. Apo karibu tu na Muthaiga. Maybe fix those before you pour blood. But it's okay. It's fine. If you can't tell that I am angry and I'm angry on our behalf. If you're not angry, I am angry on all of our behalves. Okay. So what's going on? Again, we have our MP. She's called Wamuchomba, one of the many. We normally have many opinions of them. And she says that the Gachagua impeachment is a ploy to distract Kenyans from SHIF. Do we not know? Did you not know? Do you know what a red herring is? When I was in high school, literature was one of my favorite. It was one of my favorite subjects, and I also went on to study a bit of literature when I was in campus. So a red herring is something that they normally describe in literature. It's just one of those terms, when you're writing a certain story and you want to describe what has happened here, then a red herring is basically when there is something sinister, something unpleasant, something wrong, something wicked, something evil happening that you do not want people to pay attention to, probably at their expense. And so what do? You create a whole circus that doesn't exist so that people can pay attention to that while the wicked plot, the sinister plot behind the scenes goes unnoticed. So If you want to relieve your literature days, go Google what a red herring is, and then go and look at all the information out there about Gachagwa's impeachment. Go and watch all of their videos. Go and watch all of them. Go and see the friendship. Go and see the plans. Just look at everything and tell me if you feel like this thing is legitimate. If you have been alive for at least 18 years, then you know a lot of games are played politically in this country. And they're not played for no reason. It's not like what when I cheza chamama chababa just because you're bored. No, a lot of these games have, they have cash. They have cheddar at the end of the day. A lot of power, a lot of legitimacy at the end of the day. That is what they have to gain when they play these games and play successfully. It's like playing a game of Monopoly. You get all the properties, you get all of the money, and then you're the richest at the end of the day. So as much as, yes, you're playing a game, you are profiting from the game. So this is not the kind of games we play when you're doing your game night. So when the government is playing games with you, please open your eyes and stop being entertained, because it is funny. It is funny because the man really, he dresses in a really entertaining way. That's the most I'm going to say about that. He speaks in the most entertaining way. Alituambia usiguze Murema. Watu wa Murema wasiguzwe. And the country has taken that. But can we also take the fact that we are being conned in front of our eyes with the same level of seriousness? And they realize Gen Z wanajua kusoma. So to read it to some, so that if we need to reject again, and I'm telling you we need to reject, then we can go back and reject, okay? Because Gen Z ni kila mtu sahi. If you're a citizen of this country, we're ni Gen Z, because we've seen that that's the most logical, sensible generation in this country right now, because all of the ones in parliament, they are not Gen Z, and it's a lot. There's a lot going on there that we do not like. So, because we need to take a break so that I can breathe, because I'm very upset this morning with what's happening. We're going to listen to MDQ, Hook, and GR, and this is Automatic. This is Sheversations on Power Radio. Do not forget, enjoy.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Even on my worst day, I'll still pray. More light, give me more light. Even on the last day, I'll still say, more life, give me more life. Even in the worst case, I'm still safe. More time, give me more time. Singing the right way, take my aim. All mine, taking all mine. Gotta be blue, mood, a whole different type of your truth. Not an normality, a moment of sanity. What can you do? We are the hurricane. We are blowing up and we are going up and we are getting all the credit. And we are making all the bread. We are something to believe in. Fuck all the things that you said. Queen things, I do big things. We never sit alone. All around, all day, one. I never leave the zone. I never leave the throne. Go around, come around, go around. Bring the sound, set it off like it's automatic. Go around, come around, go around. Bring the sound, set it off like it's automatic. Go around, come around, go around. Bring the sound, set it off like it's automatic. Go around, come around, go around. Bring the sound, set it off like it's automatic.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Already. So that was Automatic by Modoni, the drama queen, featuring Hook and GR, our wonderful producers. Okay, yeah, so watu wa US, this is internationally, wamechoka na the gangs in IT, the land of Haiti, and they're saying that watu wa UN wanafaa approach Russia and China to get more peacekeeping, to re-strategize basically and get peacekeeping forces so that they can assist the unrest. Do we all not know that the US is always at between the French, the Americans, the British, and the Germans? Okay, we forgive the Germans for now. They've been doing a good job. They're normally at the center. They're normally at the center of all these crises. Crises, is that English? We do not care. Pale, the genocide that happened in Rwanda between the Hutus and the Tutsis. Who started that? The French. what is going on in Cameroon, what has been going on in DRC. In case you don't know, the DRC is still in a state of turmoil. And then they're like, oh my God, we're worried about Haiti. No, you're not. No, you're not. Please focus on Trump. Focus on Trump, Kamala Harris. Just please go argue that woman's ethnicity, argue if Trump is legally able to, and just stay out of people's countries, because you're the reason. You're the reason that has been happening. All these years, between the French and the Americans, IT has gone down. And I said what I said because those of us that can read and you have eyes and you're able to see beyond all of the smokes and the mirrors, then you understand that these are just games that bigger governments are playing as we are fighting our smaller government in comparison. I mean, it's not small. It has us on chokehold, so it's not that small. But in comparison to the US, every time I see the US is advising people about peace, I'm like, no, stop it. Stop it, because you people bombed people in Vietnam. You killed people in Iran, in Iraq. Sawa, it's okay. You captured Saddam Hussein. Even us in Kenya, we didn't like him because, well, thanks to him, we have the Al-Shabaab. Nigeria, they don't like him because we have Boko Haram, and they are all babies of Al-Shabaab. But still, guys, no. Imagine, no, when every time I see the US advising any government about peace, I'm just like, let me see what the chips are falling. Let's see what game is actually being played and who the players are. And I'm telling you guys, the people are always on the losing end. And don't forget, if you're Kenyan, you're watching, you're listening, that these are Black people that were originally taken from Africa. IT is predominantly a Black nation. Yes, they speak French, but they're predominantly Black. They behave very Black. Ukienda hapo, if you're from Kawangware, you're from Gashie, you're from Kikuyu, alafu uende IT, mtapata watu wenu huko. You know, labda lugha zitakuwa same, but you'll be like, Haibo, this guy is weird like my uncle. This one is acting like my aunt, because they're Africans. We should be concerned about these things, especially when the West always has a say on what's going on in these nations that are crumbling. And then when you look at the history of why they're crumbling in the first place, it's not even the gangs. So let the gangs and the people fight it out. And I'm not saying it's okay for them to be held, you know, the heist, whatever it is that's going on with the gangs. I'm just saying, don't act like you care. That's what I'm saying. Can we look for genuine people who actually care to go and assist? But also, I would like to tell our president to stop sending our soldiers over there. Just stop it. It's enough. It's enough. It is enough. Now let's move on to happier things. Let's move on to happier things, funnier things, things which should not drive us crazy. If you're familiar with our socialite Eve Mongai, she's become quite a good journalist. People like her, they don't like her, but she's made a name for herself. Alafu akachana with her former boo, director Trevor, and right now she says this is on was it on Edgar Obare? I'm on one of those sides, and she's like, no, the reason why I moved in with him is because sikuwa na mali ya kukaa. I don't think it was love, I think it was confusion. Woo, guys, don't fall in love, it's a scam. Don't fall in love, msipendane. Just get married straight. Just see, when you see somebody, you don't love them. Just decide that you want to be with them. Because you see now the chest pains to think that somebody lived with you, mka make house videos, house tours, mkafanya pamoja to show us your house in Kileleshwa. Mkafanya all of those beautiful videos of how you're living, mkatuonesha your new dining set before you got, you had the old one and then you replaced it. You came and showed us the new marble table that you bought. You were giving us, it was giving couple goals. And now she's like, no, I was just confused. Okay, it's dangerous to fall in love in this country. It is dangerous. Those games they're not for the weak. Please stop playing games. I tell you guys, if I hear any of my friends saying that they have fallen in love, I will beat you. We're fighting. Because you want me to be there when you're heartbroken. When watu wanakuruka wanasema, I don't even know who that is. We were never in a relationship. Meanwhile, you were planning weddings. You had started giving your babies names. Guys, umkitipata, you're giving your children. Please, the only man that's for you is Jesus, let me tell you. And as for women, me ata sijui what you should do for the men. At least Jesus is for everybody. Let's just say that. No homo, men, please mpende Yesu. That's the only relationship that you should be focusing on, and the one between you and your money. because the economy is gonna choke you whether you have somebody that's loving you or not. And that person wakikuruka, now what are you gonna do? Between being heartbroken and paying your rent, where is your priority? So can you please focus? Nimewa please. So that's what's going on in the celebrity scene, and utachwa peke yako. It's gonna be bad. And Jerai and Watendo Willie are also saying peke yako, and then it gets better because Motoria is giving it to us right after that.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio. From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
It's been a really long time, tangu nikuvutie. I only called today, but I think about you every day. Najua nilichoma, yeah. I take the blame. Juu tangu iyo day, I've never been the same. Find me at B&D off late kila weekendi. Nimekosana na wengi, lakini sisi I'm regretting. I know you know me well, usikate juu niko mlevi. Please don't hang up on me, niache niseme ukweli. I've been upset cause no one loves me better. Hata wanipende aje, na wapenda shingo upande. I know you're upset cause no one loves you better. Hata wakupende aje, utahepa someday. I'm not stalking you, niliona umepost pictures are cost, your new man doing the most. You seem happy, you seem so happy. Called to let you know I'm taken but available for you. Bestie, we nirudishie phone, cause you don't understand what the hell is going on. Kilimani reminds me I'm alone. Oh, I need to call her now. She needs to know what's in my heart. Oh, I've been upset cause no one loves me better. Hata wanipende aje, na wapenda shingo upande. I know you're upset cause no one loves you better. Hata wakupende aje, utahepa someday. I've been upset cause no one loves me better. Hata wanipende aje, na wapenda shingo upande. I know you're upset cause no one loves you better. Hata wakupende aje, utahepa someday.
Reminds me I'm alone. Oh, I need to call her now. She needs to know what's in my heart. Oh, Kilimani reminds me I'm alone. Oh, I need to call her now. Needs to know what's in my heart.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Okay, sawa. Najua niliwaambia msipendane. You have 2 more chances. Kama ushavunjwa roho just because of Motoria. Mko lucky because I believe in love. Mko lucky because I am a hopefully hopeless romantic. You're very lucky because otherwise I would cancel. I would send Sijui Wacha tu. Let me not confuse anybody. I was going to say I'm going to send the ancestors, all of the witches and all of my spiritual forces, but we don't do that. We don't mix those cocktails. So whoever it is that you're loving on, make sure that they know that they are appreciated. Now, please make sure, all of the languages are gone. Please write clauses that if I leave you, ama you leave me, you will not embarrass me, you will not humiliate me. Hautaambia watu hunijui, hutaambia watu I feel like people should be entering relationships with contracts. Ama mnaona aje? Ama hamjawahi vunjwa roho? Ama you've never lived in Nairobi? Sijui watu wa Western, mkoaje watu wa Coast? How are you guys doing? Aduamwema mkoaje? Because si huku Nairobi pekee. I hear huko nje kuna baridi. Kuna ama is it hot? Which weather is it that you're experiencing when it comes to mapenzi? Now, either way, mnachomeka. Whether it's like you're being given cold treatment, you've been ghosted, you've been blocked, ama you're just being shown shege, is fire, flames. You and Nyamachoma same because you've both been cooked. Anyways, Motoria amesema no one loves you better. Ama is it no one loves me better? Either way. Nobody but Jesus, that's what I'm saying. Alafu Njerai na watendawili walikuwa wamesema venye nimesema ebu mkae peke yenu. Yeah, like umevunja wengi, kaa peke yako. Anyway, if you're the one doing the breaking, because I was speaking to the ones that have been broken. If you're the one doing the breaking, just utapike yo roho. Izo mapepo, just do better. Please do better. What are we talking about today? Today is Monday. So today we have In My Opinion, where you send in your interesting, pleasant, unpleasant, crazy, controversial opinions that you have about women or women in relation to men, women in relation to whatever it is that you want to talk about. And today we are saying I got one response from one of you guys whose name I need to look up right now. And you said, in my opinion, women need to have their own money. Even in marriage, women need to have their own money. So what do you think about that? That is one of your opinions, that women need to keep their own money. And so I had a conversation with her. And she was saying that, yes, even when you're married in community of property, that in community of property means that when you're married, everything that you own belongs to both of you. So if you were to split, everything would be split equally between the two of you. That is what in community of property means. Yes. Out of community of property means we unatoka na vitu zenye ulinunua. Kama uko na receipt ya fridge, wende na fridge. Kama we ndio ulinunua sijui mguu moja wa sofa, wende na hiyo mguu moja, and then the one who bought the other three keeps the other three. That's what out of community of property means. So she's like, nah, it doesn't work because women are being left in the dust huku nje. And we've seen some of our mothers suffering, and that's what she was saying. So she was pleading a case, and she's saying, in my opinion, women need to have their own money. This is what I think. I think, yes, it is true. However, when it comes to relationships, I think that if trust is going to be a factor, if you're dating somebody who's sober, again, sober according to 2024, not sober according to some of the things we have grown up watching in our societies, in our communities, some of our parents have been guilty charged, should be locked behind bars because of what are you doing? What are you doing? No, I don't mean that kind of, oh my goodness, I will die for this man, I will die with this. Can we stop dying for men? Can we stop dying, like stop dying for anybody? Yes, what I believe is that if you're in a relationship with a logical person, and I know sometimes you don't know that the person that you're with is crazy until they start showing you, they start tweaking, and then you realize that things are off. But I believe that in relationships, you need to have a trust factor. But I believe that in a relationship, you can also just have communication and say, I'm going to have my own personal account and I'm going to have my own savings. So we can have money for us. You have money for you. I have money for me. And so I believe, yes, a woman should always have her own money. But because me, I believe mwenye atanioa has to come from God direct. Like ata usiniambie kwetu sijui ni wapi, o tumetoka kwa Kawangware, o tumetoka Kisi. Mi sitaki kujua. I just want to know, how directly are you coming from the Father? Because your family history would not help us. I need to be able to go on my knees in the middle of the night and report you directly to the one that created you, not the ones that delivered you. It's fine. They did the boinky and 9 months later, woo, if you're a premature baby, 6 months, 7, 8 months later, doing, that's fine. That's okay. They raised you, they educated you, and now you're here. You can bless me with a husband. It's fine. Thank you, mom and dad-in-law. But I need to be able to talk directly to the creator of this person. And now, because that's what I believe, that's where they need to come. They need to drop from heaven. That is how delusional I'm going to be, because I am done with the rest of you. The rest of you creatures with testicles in the city, I am done. Me, I've finished. Let it tell a friend to tell a friend, kama unanitafuta, just stop right now. But once we get there, I believe I will be, you see delusion, I believe that I'm going to be sent somebody who I can be able to trust. So with all the red flags you guys have showed us, I'm still giving love a chance. And I believe that when it comes to finances, we should give relationships a chance in the sense that it needs to be somebody who you can agree with. Please don't be with somebody who you can't agree with, even before the relationship. I believe couples should be saving money while they're together, even before they are married. That's what I believe. That's my humble opinion, because you're gonna go out on dates and eat what? Are you gonna eat the atmosphere? Are you gonna, like, I know I look good, I know I look like a snack, but are you going to eat me for dinner? No, you're not. You are not. You're not going to eat me for dinner. I'm not going to eat you for dinner. We need food for our tummy. We need food for our stomachs. What are we paying that food bill with? Hata kama mnapika, wherever it is that you're cooking, izo mawaru, those omenas, whatever it is that you're eating, yo ugali mnatoa wapi. So I believe that a couple should actually have finances together. You should save money. You should have a little kitty where even if it's for dates, you're like, okay, kama you believe that the man is the one who always pays, whatever it is that you've decided, have money that you're both putting in so that it can come back to serve you. You guys can plan to go on your trips. You can plan to go and surprise people. You can treat each other when it's time for a birthday. Isikuwe moja ananunuliwa iPhone, huyo mwingine ananunuliwa socks. Aki ladies, but imagine just continue buying socks and ties. Because woo, you buy these men phones and they will go. They will still leave you. Do I sound bitter? Mniombe basi. Mniombe, because me nimeoneshwa vitu mingi, and some of you people who have come crying in my inbox, I can tell as a gender truly we're suffering. So I am just saying that if you allow the delusion to take over and you decide to entrust your heart to one of these sons of God, because they have to come from God. These other ones, we don't know where they come from. We don't know. We're not sure who raised them. It's because it's cold and hot out here. We don't know what weather that is, and we're not prepared. When you find somebody that you can trust from the Lord, you are like, God, send me this man, not your heart, not your eyes, not his bank account, and you're sure. I believe that finances is one of the ways to build trust. And you would be together with somebody who's financially responsible. I'm not saying that that's not a possibility, but I'm saying that if you actually plan to do life with somebody in a relationship as a woman, I believe that you need to be prepared to share finances, because men are actually taught to share. That's how they get some of you guys. That's how they get some of you, because they have cheddar, they have cash, they have money. Yeah. And they're willing to share it, and they're like, if I want to get this, I need to pop out a few bands. And so I'm saying that as a woman, if you're gonna be in a relationship, be willing to share money, but put some aside for yourself. But let it be openly communicated. Isikwe one of you is a millionaire and the other one is there struggling with 60K. I feel like that's awkward, and I feel like if that relationship is genuine, I trust in Jesus, so that's how I'll know if my relationship is genuine. For the rest of you, if you're out here just waiting for east or west, to become home, you're waiting for the math to math, I'm not sure what you're trusting in. I feel like that's the only space that you can, that's one of the most tricky spaces in a relationship and in a marriage, based on my small time on earth, from what I've seen. They say, statistics say, and this is something that's widely known, let me say, in case you didn't know, that a lot of marriages break up for 3 reasons. Top 3, ni pesa, infidelity, and communication. So imagine if you can fix money problems and have trust around that area, whether you're rich, you're moderate, you're broke, and then fix your communication, you're in any infidelity, which that one you just submit people to God, because the culture we have out here of cheating is a Nairobi. Like, there's one of our Sanis, Nairobi, na. You know how it goes. If you're a Nairobian, if you're a Kenyan, huku watu wanapeana too, and it's not cute. It's like a charity show. You'd think people are social workers, the rate at which wanapeana. It's almost like philanthropy. It's like people have good hearts. They're just public property. In my opinion, women should have their own money on the side. Okay, now this is the flip side to this opinion that one of you guys has shared. On the flip side, yes. How many of you, does not matter what your gender is, have seen toxic financial relationships between men and women. And a lot of the time, with the man having the greater financial power, being a very abusive party. Personally, I've seen that. I've seen that a lot. I've seen a whole lot of it. I'm not going to lie. And I think then I understand people who have zero trust in their husbands, zero trust in their boyfriends, zero trust in their baby daddies, zero trust in their fathers and their brothers. Hence, they decide to go and invest money outside of there, and they decide to go and take care of themselves because they know one day they're going to be left in the dust. A lot of the time, they're often proven to be right. And it's the saddest thing because I can't sit here and tell people don't save money for yourself as a woman because you're supposed to trust in your relationship. No, that would be dumb. What I'm saying is have financial trust in a relationship, because why are you together with somebody you don't trust with money anyways? Somebody that you're not growing with when it comes to trusting each other with money. You shouldn't be together. Unless you decided that you're the accountant of the relationship, you're the finances guy of the relationship. Kumanisha that your finances are together and you're the one who's taking care of them. That's different. Like, please don't be like the government. Don't be stealing money when you're the one taking care of the money. Don't be that's weird that the other person has trusted you because they're bad with money. Or you guys have decided, both of you, that you will take care of the money as a woman because your husband is terrible with that. Now come when you said, you know what? Ultimatum, I take care of the money in this family or I'm gone. And that's how you came to that decision. That's fine. That's okay. But now for those women who saw how bad it looks, they saw that it was not safe and they decided to put money aside for themselves and their children, and they end up being left in the dust. They end up being left in the cold. There's nothing else you can say to such people. I hope that my story will be different, but I don't know, because so many people that grew up in secure homes and grew up in church, grew up in very traditional African spaces, hope the same for themselves. Some of our mothers, aunties, grandmothers hope the same for themselves. And then you find that after you've popped out 2, 3, 4 babies for this man, he replaces you. He replaces you and refuses to take financial responsibility for the family that he has built, the family that you have sacrificed where you would have been because you want to raise your kids, you want to take care of your family. And so you sacrifice maybe how much you'd be earning, you sacrifice promotions, you sacrifice spending more time at work, and then he's gone. What do you do then? See, that's the point where you go back into your savings and you're like, I have land, I have a house, I have properties, I have investments, and so nobody can come for me. So I think, yes, both apply. A woman should always have her own money. The question is how. And I would say that the circumstances is what determines it. Because me, if I heard any of my cousins or aunties are going through it in a relationship, my first question is, do you have money saved for yourself? Because the minute you decide to leave, who's going to feed you? If this man has been feeding you, this man has been taking care of you. If you have been taking care of her, you've been feeding her for the past God knows how long, then what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Is she going to start paying rent if she doesn't work, or maybe the job she has does not allow her to earn enough to pay rent and do extra things? Then that's the reason why you need to have your own money. As a woman, you need to have your own money. I saw my mom having her own money. It wasn't a secret. Like, everybody knew how much she had, but she was in control of her money. She was in control of how much she could invest, how much she could save. And she was also earning her own money. So I think in this segment of, in my opinion, if we are saying that women should have their own money, can you also be earning your own money? It's a little bit awkward to be taking money from somebody and you're earning nothing, and then you're hiding it away and not using it for both of you, yet this person has given it to you. And I know, yes, you're doing it because you've seen so much shege happening to people around you, and so you're in anticipation of, hey, if anything happens, at least Nico on the safe side. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird to be supported financially and then hiding money and not even sharing the investment, because it could be like, yes, here we're investing together and here I'm investing for myself. Let it not be a secret. Let it not be a secret. And if there are sober men out there, which I'm sure they are, and they have to be many because there's so many of us, hopefully hopeless romantics, so many of us delusional girls out here who are waiting for a good man, they must be there. Because I'm expecting you, you must be there. Because a lot of my girls out here are expecting you. Good men, we know that you are there. We know that Hamjaisha, we know that Belienu. labda haijafunguliwa. Labda iko kwa meli. Maybe that's the issue. But anyways, I believe that most men would understand if their wife, their girlfriends who they're sharing life with wants to invest in something that could benefit both of them or really want something for themselves. If you as a man has your name all over whatever property it is that you have, why would you have an issue with your woman having her name on a title deed, having her name on a particular business? Like, Pia, if you're together and properly together, you love and trust one another, but your husband, your baby daddy, or whoever it is that you're doing life with has an issue with you owning property of your own, yet he has property that's solely in his name and not shared, that's weird. That's a red flag, a very, very, very big one. You should tie it around your head and just go for prayers if you will not be spoken to, because you need to receive sense from heaven. Please receive sense. Ni mimi nimesema. So right about now, we are going to listen to Cheesy by Fee because we need to do better.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Bidu, where are you? Natafuta my baby boo. Moja mbili mina hesabu, yeah. Cause you know you can count on me too. Bashu, I love you, baby. The baby to the sun to the honor to the man to the bush, baby. Said a 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, and 4. Said a 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Said a 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Said a 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Said a 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 1, 2, 3, and 4. Kalongo sisi twacheza. Wewe babana, mimi mama. Briki chauba anture mimi sitaeba. Taji ficha ndani yako. Bashu, I love you, baby. The baby to the sun to the honor to the man to the bush, baby. Said a 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 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 Said a 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 1, 2, 3, and 4. A B C D E F G H not Chaco I L O V E. Yeah. A B C D E F G H not Chaco I L O V E. Bashu, I love you, baby. The baby to the sun to the honor to the man to the bush, baby. No, Said a 1, 2, 3, and 4. 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 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4.
Your kind of music. all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
That was cheesy by Filakini Mniambia Ukweli. How did you used to sing that song? By Sean, I love you, baby. The baby to the Some of you people have been lying for years. And it's fine because me too. Me too, babe. Me too. Yes. So in my opinion, women need to have their own money. So we've looked at both sides of the coin. We've looked at the importance of financial trust in a relationship and how, couples need to trust each other and share finances, and why it is justifiable for women in relationships to literally hide money, hide properties, hide their financial value because of shege, because of dust. Kama unaitwa shege, poleni adwa murema, poleni sana. It's mimi nilisema, it's a Nigerian word, and a lot of you sirs, but even the ma'ams are showing people shege. We should not lie, because is this not Eve Mungai who has rukaed director Trevor? It's like, mi sikuwa nataka kukaa na yeye, sikuwa na mali pengine ya kukaa. What is another good reason why? Women need to have money for themselves on the side is because people die. Guys, people lose their legs, people are hospitalized, people lose their jobs, people go to prison, people travel and never come back. Live alone, you've been achwad. Achana na kuachwa. Tuseme tu this man anakupenda, oye anakupenda, like you're the milk to his coffee, you're the sugar to his tea, you're the sun in his sky. Achana na how. You could be all of those things, guys. And then this man just offs. He's gone. Sijui agongwe na gari, malaria, sijui ya mkono. Next thing you know, it was cancer from the head. And he's gone. And I'm so sorry, guys, if you're being affected by these things. But you know what I'm saying? Like, people die. And women don't think about that sometimes. I'm going to say we are guilty. You see how Eve ate that apple? Whatever it is that was wrong with her infected all of us. And nimesema na ukikasirika basi. It's fine. Because tell me why you don't realize that you do need a skill, ma'am. You need a way to be able to make money and save money and invest money. There's an interesting scripture in the Bible that says that if you don't multiply your money, you're a fool. You're wicked. Mnajua the parable of the talents. Kama mlienda Sunday school, it's okay kama hujaokoka na hutaki kusikia hii maneno ya Yesu. It's fine, but this is a story like any other. So in the parable of the talents, kulikuwa na huyu mzee mdosi, like I imagine him having a kitambo, rich guy, diligent guy. He was not stealing anybody's money. He was making a fair living, and so he had these 3 apprentices, these 3 workers, and then he's like, yo, so mimi naenda uko mbali, and I'm not gonna be back for a while. So to imagine alikuwa naenda UK, tuseme anaenda uko kwa wakoloni uko. Alikuwa naenda UK, and then he told them, now I'm gonna give you. So he gave 1.5, tuseme amepewa 50k. Tuseme 5k. Tuseme it's kitambo when money had lots of value. Right now, if you think of the value of money, I might break down and not finish this show. It's not worth it. So tuseme huyo amepewa 5k. Wapili akapewa 2k. Now, wa mwisho akapewa 1k. And they were given this money according to their value. So wa 5k ni juu alikuwa anafanya kazi worth 5k. Now, mind you, this is not their salaries. No. Wanaambiwa tu that mdosi ana travel, anaenda, anasafiri. Okay? And so they're just being given money. Wakae tunayo. Lakini akasema, just multiply this money. Even ndio aliwaambia. So huyu wa 5k alienda and he doubled it. So by the time the master is coming back to say me after 5 years, to say me 2 years is realistic. Amesha save 10k. Aliachwa na 5k, save 10k. Sindio? And then the second one mwenye alipewa 2k, sa alikuwa na 4k. So he or she also doubled their worth. Huyu wa 1k, aliogopa. Akaenda akaweka hii 1k yake chini ya kitanda. And so master akirudi, he was so proudly coming back to say, look at what I have. I kept it safe. And do you know what the man said? Do you know what this rich guy said? This mdosi said? He said, you wicked and foolish servant. What is the moral of the story? Juizi story zote zilikuwa na very deep meanings that if you do not invest and multiply your money, you are the same. You are equated to a wicked and foolish servant. Kumanisha money needs to be multiplied. So actually, please save and multiply your money. Please save and multiply your money. So I am saying to you, in our segment of, in my opinion, this opinion yenye inasema that a woman needs to have her own money. Imagine that you might be having money because your husband is making lots of money and you're the best support system. You also deserve that money because you're part of the reason why he's so successful, and you're doing life together, meaning that his money is your money is his money. Yani, that is your money, nyinyi wote pamoja. That's okay. What if he dies? What if you're not in the will? What if you're in the will? You inherit everything, including his businesses, which are being managed by other people, and you don't know anything about business, and it collapses because now you are not qualified. What if your in-laws, we live in Kenya, guys, we all know these stories. What if the in-laws come and take everything that you have that is legally yours, and the justice system will not help you? Because also that happens a lot. What if? Sa utaambia watu nini? What will you tell them? You are living in Karen in a big mansion. You are living in Kileleshwa in a big. You are living abroad, and you're not concerned about your pockets. You just know that you have a man. Please, a man is not God. Yes, honor your husband. Honor whoever it is that is a breadwinner in your family, if you're a lady in a relationship and you're being supported. But can you also develop a brain and realize that even if this man wants to take care of you and he has been taking care of you, can you please have things in your name that nobody can take away from you? And sit down and talk to him and say, listen, I know you love me, but one day you might die. Hatujui, we don't know the future. We're not planning to kill you. No. Nobody's planning to kill you, sir. But just tell this man, can you give me some to invest? Give me the opportunity to grow this money. Tujaribu sijui forex. Let me try starting a salon. Let me start, I will become a financial advisor because I'm good at that. Try that. Like, don't be saying that you're comfortable because your man has taken care of you. Like, we celebrate you, but that's not enough. In today's economy, suffering looks very ugly on somebody who has been living in privilege. Like, unajua sisi wengine tumezoea kukaukiwa, and then you come here, ujazoea kutumia matatu, sa everybody stepping on you. Ujazoea kubreathe hewa mbaya pale downtown. Now all of a sudden you're fainting everywhere because, oh my God, why does it smell so bad? Because now you're common wananchi. Now you're living under the poverty line because you didn't invest your money, you didn't multiply it, you have nothing to your name. So yes, in that context, a woman should always have her own money. I just don't advocate for secrecy unless it's a matter of protecting yourself because of the emergency and the dire need, the desperation of the situation. Because some of the people that you're with, you should never have been with them. But now that you're there, do your thing, girl. Go and have your shamba. Go do, like, I can't advise you because I'm not in that situation. And I've seen situations where I wish that somebody's mother, somebody's auntie close to me could have done the same before this man showed her and the kids dust. So that's what we're saying today, in my opinion. That has been in my opinion. Continue sending in your opinions at Pawa Radio across all social media platforms. These are opinions about women, about anything. You think women are crazy in the head. You think women are really delulu in relationships. You want to address crazy ex-girlfriends. You think women are the reason why men are successful, but they never, claim this success. You think that relationships are toxic because women are evil. You think that women and men will never be equal, and so women should stop fighting for equality. Whatever it is that you understand about women, whatever opinion that you have about themselves, about ourselves, or in relation to anything else, please send in your opinions. You can also do so on my personal handles at Caroline Murote. Specifically on Instagram is Caroline_Murote. Holla at a girl. Let me know what you're thinking on this beautiful Monday, the last day of September. You are listening to Sheversations, and the time is 20 minutes past 12. It is midday. I hope that your day today is going well. The weather seems to be behaving here in Nairobi. If you're listening and watching from elsewhere, let me know how the weather is treating you, and let me know if you agree that we should be having scheduled rains. We should talk to people. We should talk to people who understand these things and schedule the rain in Masazenye. It doesn't inconvenience anybody, right? Because we don't want farmers to suffer. We don't want grass not to be green. We want grass to be green everywhere. So that some of you can keep it in your pants and stop cheating because the grass is always greener on the other side. Let the grass be green everywhere. Let it rain everywhere equally. And sisi wengine, we stop suffering from matope. And sometimes matope is not the ones that you're stepping on. Sometimes matope is some of your behavior. Mshambiwa, do better. So Stacy Kamatu is saying Soka Musie. And we have Manasseh saying coming home. So it's all about home right about now.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
That's what he said to me. Rudi nyumbani, doesn't matter what you did. Shoka Moshe, that's what he said to me. Rudi nyumbani, doesn't matter what you did.
Even when the nights grow cold, I can feel your fire burning inside of me. Even when the winds blow hard, I can feel the melody stirring up inside my heart. You're calling me deeper still. When I have been bound by sin, you tell me that I am free and you love me. What manner of love is this? One that will never cease. I'm drowning in your grace. So refill, refill, refill my heart. Rebuild, rebuild, rebuild my mind. I've been everywhere, now I'm coming home. Please restore, restore, restore my life. I feel like I have run so far, and the only thing that's on my mind, would you take me back? Please take me back, Lord. I long for your embrace. I want to see your face. I'm not worthy of your grace, but you call me deeper still. When I have been bound by sin, you tell me that I am free and you love me. What manner of love is this? One that will never cease. I'm drowning in your grace. Refill, refill, refill my heart. Rebuild, rebuild, rebuild my mind. I've been everywhere, now I'm coming home. Please restore, restore, restore my life. I know you will. Ngwate kwako Yesu, ngwate kwako, ngwate kwako Yesu, ngwate kwako, ngwate kwako Yesu, ngwate kwako, ngwate kwako Yesu, ngwate kwako. Nuwe wendo wakwa, nuwe wendo, nuwe wendo wakwa, nuwe wendo, nuwe wendo wakwa, nuwe wendo, nuwe wendo wakwa, nuwe wendo. Refill, refill, refill my heart. Rebuild, rebuild, rebuild my mind. I've been everywhere, now I'm coming home. Please restore, restore, restore my life. Restore, restore, restore my life. Please restore, restore, restore my life.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Power Radio. That was Manasseh Shalom coming home. Congratulations to him and his boo thing. They recently decided to tie the knot and get into the nuptials. And I hope they're able to share money, Vizori. And I hope the girlie doesn't have to put money aside because theirs and ours, all of the ones, everybody who's listening to me right now who is not in a committed relationship, who is single, in other words, kama uko in a committed relationship, it means that you're single. So mwache kudanganyana. And for the rest of us who are hoping to get into those spaces, yeah, I hope that we're able to figure out this finances, and that has ended our segment of In My Opinion. I would love to hear what else you think, what other opinions you have. Well, today in particular, we are talking about, we are unpacking gender-based violence. Why? Oh, Karo tushaongelea gender-based violence. Mmeacha kuchapana. Have you stopped? Has it stopped affecting people? No, it's actually very important. And it's one of those things like women empowerment. Yenye, it's just such a beautiful word to throw around. Oh, we're empowering women. Oh, unajua domestic violence ufanyika kila mahali all the time. It doesn't mean that we stop talking about it. We stop talking about it when it stops being a problem. It's like saying that, oh, we've already gone into the streets to mesha kula tiagas. It's no, another crazy bill like the SHA and some other policies come up, we go and eat more tear gas and we make a change for our country. So it's the same thing for a lot of the social issues, guys, because again, a woman is such a central part of society. Like wherever you are, if you're tired of hearing about women issues, whether you're a woman yourself, whether you're a man, you're tired of hearing about women's issues, you should also be tired with your mother. Be tired with your aunties, your grandmothers, your friend, utter that stranger. Tuseme your whole family, all the women in your family are witches and they're wicked. Tuseme they left you on the streets, because women do be doing that. It's very sad, but it happens. A lot of the time, it's not the man, it's the woman. And a lot of it comes from their financial and societal position, which is not an excuse. But let's just say that where you are listening from, watching from right now, you were abandoned by your mother, and hence you're like, women are trash, and you have every right to say that. Let me tell you, you still would not be okay in the society without women, just like women would not be okay without men. But we could do with a little less violence, a little less shege. It's enough, guys. It's really enough. Hatuko Hollywood. We're not in Afro cinema. Can you please stop with all of this drama? It's not necessary. And on that note, gender-based violence. Why do we keep on talking about gender-based violence? Why? Because again, it hasn't stopped happening. Because somebody close to you has probably experienced gender-based violence, they say 1 in every 3 girls has experienced sexual violence in their life. That means that somebody has molested them, somebody has raped them, somebody has coerced them into sex against their will, which is called rape. Rape, if you're not consenting, it's called rape. It's not called sex, it's called rape. Sex is consensual. If you rape somebody, you did not have sex with them, okay? If somebody forced themselves on you, that is rape. That is not sex. So repeat after me. If it was not consensual, it was not sex. If it is your wife and she did not consent, you raped her. Repeat after me. If my wife did not consent, I raped her. If your girlfriend did not consent and you slept with her, repeat after me. If my girlfriend did not consent, I raped her. Repeat after me. I was raped if I did not consent. You were drunk and somebody had their way with you, you were raped. Sometimes we are the ones who do not want to accept the things that have happened to us because the shame, because of the secondary victimization. Now I tell people, they ask me, nilikuwa nimevaa nini, nilikuwa nafanya nini, with who, doing what, why was I even there in the first place, and so much rubbish. If a woman tells you she was raped, please, the first question or comment is not where were you, unless you want to find out so that you can file a police report. Unless it is primary information that is assisting you in assisting her, you do not need to know how short her skirt was unless you want to know how far up did they rip it, how did it happen? Because already this person is traumatized enough. And sometimes they tell you this story after 10 years. Sometimes you're told after 10 minutes. And sometimes the difference in time does not make a difference because the reaction is the same. You would be seeing a woman there battered and bruised, red, black and blue, or whatever color our melanin turns. with blood, screaming, crying, and you're like, are you sure? 10 years later, he or she will tell you, because men also get raped. You're like, are you sure? We need to do better. We need to do better. Women and men all over, we need to do better, because it's fine. She went to somewhere she should not have been. Do you have a right to rape her? No. Is it okay to rape a girl because she's at the wrong place? Because I do agree that there is a wrong place. Wrong company is a reality. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong company is true. But does this justify a girl being raped? No. A guy being raped? No. Funny enough, a lot of men are actually sodomized as children. That's the funniest and scariest thing, is that women will continue to experience sexual violence throughout their lives. And a lot of sexual predators were themselves subjected to sexual violence as a child. So a lot of these men rapists were actually molested themselves, sometimes by a woman as children. So please, guys, hide your kids. Hide your mothers, hide your fathers. They're coming for everybody. They're coming for everybody. All right. What do you need to know about gender-based violence? Gender-based violence is any act that results in physical, sexual, or psychological harm or suffering. So this is not just sexual. We're talking about all of it, including threats of such acts. Hey, wenta kutoa hiyo kichwa, niongeleshe hivyo tena, utaona damu. Yeah. That is gender-based violence. Threats of such acts, coercion, or any deprivation of liberty, whether occurring in public or private life, perpetuated against a person based on socially ascribed gender differences between males and females. There's so much violence going on in this country. So many people will tell you that in their apartment, there's at least one or two people who presently or in the past was beating up their girlfriend. They were fighting. They were beating each other up. And what is it about us? Because we're such a communal country. As Africans, we're such communal people. And every time I read these Chinua Achebe books, I read these books, those old African books, people were punished for doing such things. You know, it was not normalized. It was like, if you're being weird, everybody knows that you're being weird. If you're doing bad manners, everybody knows that you're doing bad manners. Like, it was not hidden. There were proper ways of justice. And I'm just trying to figure out, where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong? Because tukiongelea wazungu hatuwezi waelewa, guys. Those people are special. But for us who know our cultures, what makes it okay for a cousin to rape your cousin to rape your grandma? A son to rape the mother? A mother to beat up their son to the point where they're broken, they're bleeding, they're bruised? What makes these things okay? And why are they so ripe in our society? And this is a report for 2024, guys, by the way. And you can find this on the GVRC KE website. It's gvrc.or.ke. So this is about Kenya. And this is updated, right? And it says that an estimated 3,000 survivors of GBV report every year in that particular organization. 3,000. 3,000, guys, is a lot of people. Men are the main perpetrators of violence. I was watching a snap. Somebody sent me a snap on Snapchat. If you're still using that app and sending nudes, stop it. Some of us are just saying good morning, good night, and putting our interesting opinions so that you cannot repost them and embarrass us, because we embarrass ourselves for free, unprovoked. And so in this particular snap, she was talking about men know that men are dangerous. And she said that she would easily help a woman, but men to help men, they are first of all suspicious. And she was giving an example for people who club. I don't. Like, please give me my Fanta orange, give me my apple juice, and I'm a happy girl, and keep me away from people doing bend over and people's wababas, guys. I'm very, very happy being out of those spaces. But she was giving an example in the clubbing scene, and she was saying that girls' bathrooms are apparently a very happy place, because melewa nyinyi wote, you're like, oh my God, girl, your lipstick, oh, your outfit is fire. Oh my God, do you need a pad? Do you need a tampon? What do you need? Oh, men are trash. Sidri, they're laughing, they're crying, and they're having a good old time. And then she said, if you ask your guy friends what it's like in male bathrooms, they don't like each other because they know that they're not good people. She's like, men don't trust each other because they know that they're not good people. And I don't mean in the situation of mapenzi. No. Even in the streets. In the streets, men fear other men. And they're like, oh, mbona mnatuogopa? You're also fearing. So according to this, a very legitimate site of this very legitimate organization, men are the main perpetrators of violence. So apparently over 90% of the reported cases are perpetrated by men. Wow. So we know that women can do it too, but like we're talking about why are men so violent to the point where you can get statistics, to the point where I don't need statistics. I just need to remember. I just need to remember something that happened close to me. I just need to remember how many times I've seen people fighting and how many of those times was it women. Like a lot of the time I see women fighting on social media. In real life, it's like a woman will say that you're crazy. Sijui, I'll show you what. Like tunaongea, our violence is here. It's very verbal, but like physical violence, because this is talking about physical violence. This specific report is talking about physical violence. I'm very concerned as to what's going on with our other gender because, guys, we love you, but why are you beating us? Why are you raping us? What's the issue? So according to this report, the female population is most affected with at least 56% of women and 36% of girls being the ones to report cases in GVRC. Wow. 1 in 3, I just said this, 1 in 3 Kenyan females has experienced an episode of sexual violence before attaining age 18. I did not know that one about age 18. I actually did not know that one about age 18. I think it was last week or the week before I told you that when I was 12 years old, some stranger at a popcorn booth on a beautiful Sunday afternoon after church, I was buying popcorn, waiting for the vendor to give it to me. So I was just there on the counter, and this man's head was on the same level as my chest because he was leaning his head on the counter. Both of us were standing because I want you to see it. And then this man just kissed my breast. I was 12 years old. I was 12 years old. And let me tell you, that is my first experience of my breast being touched by anyone other than my family members in a loving way. Because you're my sister, because you're my mom, because you love me, because you're hugging me. That was my first experience of somebody who's not my family touching my body in an intimate way. So this man takes his big, ugly lips and just on my breast. Let me tell you, sijui the name for Vivi, nilisikia Vivi, and even now when I'm saying this, that Vivi, I'm feeling it. And the thing is, I wasn't physically hurt, but that damages you. That shows you that your body is public property. What violence and perpetuate, like when you take somebody's physical space away from them, it shows them that they don't have agency over their body. It shows them that their body is public. You're literally dehumanizing that person because you're taking away their right to own themselves because you did not acknowledge that this person does not belong to you. You did not acknowledge that they belong to themselves. You just took without asking. The things that are taken without asking are either stolen or public property. Stolen or public property. So when you do what you want with somebody's body, you are stealing what belongs to them. You might not walk away with these body parts in your hands, but you walk away with a piece of their dignity. You walk away with a piece of their innocence. And it does not matter if it is an innocent child or a sex worker. Nobody deserves this kind of things, okay? Before the age of 18, can you imagine? We're not even letting children to be children. Like, please, y'all are disgusting. Sexual offenders and people with GBV cases against them, men or women alike, please, that's disgusting. Can we do better? And if you're going to repent, please repent, come back and make change in society, because some of these people that you do these things to, do not forget it. I've had so many conversations with so many people who, guys who were raped as kids and they didn't know it was rape until they grew up. And then they're like, yeah, my maid used to lay on top of me. I have friends in campus who told me that their house help, they were left with the house help and they were like 4, 5, 6, and the house help used to shove their tiny little penises in their vaginas and they were flaccid. Like a baby who's not even had. So when we're talking about GBV, guys, can we actually become realistic? Like, this is not just a song that we're singing so that I don't know what can happen. I don't know what people think about this thing. This is a thing. These are stories that a lot of us carry. A lot of us have been victims of GBV. We've been victims of sexual violence. And a lot of us don't even want to talk about it because that is how much it is dismissed. So those of us that have energy and time to fight for things that matter are going to continue screaming and crying and fighting and educating ourselves about these things until a change is made, until people are educated, until people are sensitized that these things are going to be conversations until they're no longer a problem. Already? All right. Thank you. Between 39% and 47% of Kenyan women experience GBV in their lifetime, among the highest rates in the world. Kenyans, we're winning yet again at the wrong thing. Yeah, on Twitter, we're bullying people, corruption, our government is winning, our politicians are the best at being the worst, and now, violence everywhere. It's not just on the comment sections, literal violence. 39 and 47% of Kenyan women experience GBV in their lifetime between those two figures. That's not great. That's not very exciting. That's almost half of the women in our population. Ew. GBV towards pregnant women in Kenya, pregnant women, is estimated to be 13.5%, 13.5%, a higher prevalence. Wait, sorry, just give me a moment. Okay, so basically this is a very high prevalence of violence against pregnant women. I don't know what to say. Because if you're touching a pregnant woman, you're not right in the head and you just deserve to be locked up or to be offed. I don't believe in the death penalty, but it's things like this that sometimes make me feel like that should be okay. It should be okay. But God said, do not murder. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Yeah. Men are also survivors. And they report cases rating 5% boys and 3% men. Are you seeing the differences in this statistics so that you can understand that why are we talking about this on Sheversations? Why are we talking about it? Why do we say women? Because this is horrible that 5% of boys in this particular, the reported cases, 5% of the reportees or the cases were boys experiencing GBV and 3% were men. But did you see the other percentage? 56% women and 36% girls. Do you see that difference? To mean that a lot of the perpetrators of this thing are men against women and fellow men. And then we have the same 5% for boys and 3% for men. So 1 in 5 Kenyan males has experienced an episode of sexual violence before attaining the age of 18. That's still a disgusting statistic. We need to protect children. I don't think that this country loves its children. I don't think so. If you look at our education system, we look at our health system, we look at the statistics here, I do not think that we love our children. If policies and governance and laws and public care has anything to do with it, I do not think that this country loves its children. Because why do we have statistics like this? Why is it that on my way to work, I see policemen everywhere? Who is protecting the children? What are you protecting? Because you're not protecting people from being raped. You're not protecting people from being beaten up. You're not lessening those cases. Do you actually know that a lot of secondary sexual violence happens to people under law enforcement care? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy that a lot of people who report trauma and secondary victimization after having already been traumatized after a sexual crime or a violent crime has been done against them it actually happens in police stations, it happens in hospitals. Imagine. Can you imagine that you're there encouraging your son, your daughter to become a police officer only for them to be thrown into a system that does not care about human beings and they themselves become dehumanized? Please don't be confused and think that your humanity is intact if your career dehumanizes people. If your place of work dehumanizes people, don't think that you're okay just because you're not the one experiencing it. You yourself are dehumanized. There's no way you can treat other human beings like an animal And do you think that no, you're okay, you're fine, you can just go back home and enjoy life? You are broken and you need to be fixed. And sometimes broken things, some of them just deserve to be thrown away. Yeah. I don't like the statistics. Domestic violence. 38% of ever married women have ever experienced physical violence compared to 9% of ever married men. Ever married means at some point, whether you're married currently or you were married in the past. That disparity is crazy. That disparity is crazy because that is a 20% disparity. That's a 20% disparity. Physical violence. And 14% of ever married women have ever experienced sexual violence compared to 4% of ever married men. 41% of ever married women have ever experienced physical or sexual violence, while 11% of ever married men have ever experienced either form of violence from a partner. So this is according to KDHS, and this is updated. Like I said, it is a 2014 report. So this organization has been collecting this data since 2001. So we can trust this information, this statistics. Again, if you want to confirm this for yourself, you want to go and do your fact checking, you can head over to gvrc.or.ke, and the particular article is what you need to know about gender-based violence or facts about gender-based violence, because these are the people who are handling this case as one of the organizations. And if your organization is doing something similar, if your organization is supporting Wananchi, if your organization cares greatly about matters gender-based violence, matters women, matters of empowerment that make a difference, you're not just singing a song, you're actually doing the did, feel free to reach out to us on at Pawa Radio. We can have a conversation with you. Feel free to reach out to me at Caroline Murote or Caroline_Murote on Instagram, and let me know what's up. Let me know what your organization is doing. Let me know what people around you, or if it's you personally, what you've been doing. Let me know if you have a story and you have experiences, because sometimes when these things are said over and over again, a lot of us tend to think that it's not you become desensitized to it, and it's just another trend. And when we have real life stories, we have statistics, we have people who can come and attest to these things, then you start to take it a little bit more seriously. You protect your kids, you make sure that you're not a violent human being, you care more about law enforcement, and the more of us care, the more there can be a difference. Over here at Pawa Radio, specifically on Sheversations, we want to have conversations that are impactful, conversations that are making a difference. So if you have been educated, if today you have learned something interesting, if you've understood why there is so much emphasis on protecting women in comparison to men, and it's not supposed to be at the expense of men, let me know. If there's something new that you have learned, or there's an opinion that you have, something that was said here that you didn't like, you don't agree with, that you would like to educate us on, kindly let us know across all social media platforms. Other than that, I have had a good show today. We've talked about everything and some, and it's gonna be same place, same time next week. I'm going to next week. Me nisha enda, guys. I'm already gone. I'm in the future. Do you see? Me, I'm in the future. I'm very forward-minded. On Wednesday, I'm going to meet you here 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and I'm going to leave you with the good sound of, let me see who I want to leave you with. I want to leave you with a Friend Zone by Njerai and Lisa Odor-Noah, and then Horera by Mohanji, Yo Alex, and Josh Extra. Already, I hope you've enjoyed the show. My name is Caroline Murote, and I'm going to call it a day now. Goodbye.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Pawa Radio. Your kind of music, all day, all night.
Usicheze na I, niko na Alex pia Josh, lakini verse ni I. ametenda vitu mob siwezi sema ni ai. Wananicheki kidesign wanadhani na lie. Spend time pia na Mungu yo ni ibada. Dream chaser niko wax yo ni werara. Mina God niko fiti niko sawa. Hata ngori zikikam siwezi tetata. Most of them a chat, them not chat about him. You all laba empty talk about him. Father God, I'm linky and me can't stop chat. Select the pull up, me can't stop chat. Lava. Orera, are Jesu tuna. Olea. 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 Horera, hare Jesu tuna polea. Horera, hare Jesu tuna polea. Ukuta poromoka, shinda Golgotha, brother sister box, washaokoka, giza shaondoka, na Yesu shaomoka, kwake nimetik, ametosha mboga, injili yake preach, walking poster, stories zake teach, walking water, kana kaje hawa kenda Jesu ebu ona, na kelevo kuna Jesu shaora. Horera, hare Jesu tuna polea. 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 Josh cheza chini, Moha cheza chini, Alex cheza chini. Praise and worship nipate na flex, Fishers of men nipate na net. Niko na pass kila bani ibada, ni kama David akipiga kinanda. Si ukatike kaina bamba mbaya, hii ni moto boss Buddha fire. Alex weka mtungi, weka lava. Horera, hare Jesu tuna polea. 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 Horera, hare Jesu tuna polea.
Drama. From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.